What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we got some interesting news as undefeated two-division world champion, who is currently the WBC reigning middleweight world champion, superstar boxer Jermall Charlo. He stated to undefeated two-division world champion, who is a four-time world champion, who simultaneously holds the WBA at 130 and 135, Javonte Davis, that undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin "The Dream" Haney would stop him if they fight. Because Devin Haney, his style would present Gervonta Davis a lot of problems, and he believes that Gervonta Davis will get stopped by Devin "The Dream" Haney. Now, we know Devin Haney has a long history with Gervonta Davis, as they have two historic sparring sessions in which many people clamoring to know the actual truth. And the only way to get a true resolution as to what took place in those sparring sessions is to see them actually perform under the lights and compete and see who truly is the better of the two. Okay? With that said, Gervonta Davis is 24-0, 23 wins by way of knockout. He's 26 years of age. He stands at 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Last time we saw him in the ring was Halloween, when he stopped four-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Leo Santa Cruz in dramatic fashion in that fight. They have a common opponent, as prior to that, Gervonta Davis, he faced off against three-division world champion, former Olympic gold medalist, Yuriorkis Gamboa. And he stopped Yuriorkis Gamboa in the 12th round of that fight. But he dropped Gamboa, I believe, 3 times in the fight. But in the third round of the fight, what's interesting is Gamboa, he partially tore his Achilles in the third round. He still made it to the 12th round. And Gervonta Davis is a vicious puncher. He's ferocious. So it was, to many people, surprised that he went 9 more rounds with Gervonta Davis. Ultimately, Gervonta Davis got the stoppage victory, the knockout victory in the 12th round. But that was Gervonta Davis's first time competing at 135. He stated he wasn't as comfortable at 135 as he is at 130. Okay. So with that said, he's 26 years of age. Devin Haney, last time we saw him in the ring was that same common opponent, Yuriorkis Gamboa. Devin Haney, 25-0, 15 wins by way of knockout. He's 22 years of age, so he's 4 years younger than Gervonta Davis. He stands at 5'8" with a 71-inch arm reach. So he's 3 inches taller than Gervonta Davis, and he has a 4-inch arm reach advantage over Gervonta Davis. We saw him in November in the ring with Yuriorkis Gamboa. He got a unanimous decision victory. He won every single round against Yuriorkis Gamboa. Now, styles make fights. His style is completely different than that of Gervonta Davis. He's a pure boxer. Gervonta Davis is a boxer puncher, okay? So it's similar to, if I could give you guys an example, Sugar Ray Leonard is more of a pure boxer than, Marvin Hagler was. You understand? So, styles make fights, okay? Tommy Hearns was a boxer puncher, so he gets knockouts, highlight knockouts. Now, Sugar Ray Leonard, he did get highlight knockouts. Devin Haney has highlight knockouts on his resume, but he was more known for being a pure boxer, slick, with vast hands, with very fast hands, very fast feet, very flashy, okay? So he got a unanimous decision victory over Yuriorkis Gamboa. That's Gamboa's last 2 fights. And so not too many people were pleased by Devin Haney's performance against Gamboa. But what do you expect? Styles make fights. Gervonta Davis is more explosive. He's more ferocious. He has more power than Devin Haney, okay? The styles are different. He's more flat-footed. But yet, Yuriorkis Gamboa was still able to go 9 rounds on a partially torn Achilles with Gervonta Davis. So that speaks volumes about Yuriorkis Gamboa. It's more so about Gamboa than it is about Devin Haney or Gervonta Davis, okay? Obviously, Jermall Charlo, he knows the sport of boxing as he's a 2-division world champion, okay? Jermall Charlo, obviously, is the reigning middleweight world champion. He's undefeated, so I believe he knows a little bit about the sport of boxing, being 31-0, 22 wins by way of knockout. He's 30 years of age, stands at 6 feet tall with a 73-inch arm reach. Last time we saw him in the ring was in September 26, when he dominated Sergey Derevyanchenko. To many people's surprise, thought it was going to be a very tough fight, but he dominated Sergey Derevyanchenko. Sergey Derevyanchenko, he gave Gennady Triple G Golovkin, two-time unified middleweight world champion, superstar boxer. A tough fight. And actually, I thought that he should have got the nod. I thought he won the fight, as too many people thought he won the fight. So Jermall Charlo, he says that he believes Devin Haney's style would give Tank Davis a lot of trouble, and ultimately would see him stop Tank Davis. I have to disagree. I think that Devin Haney's style, yes, it would frustrate Gervonta Tank Davis. He has a long arm reach. You know, he's very athletic. He's very slick. He's very elusive. He has quick feet, and he's rangy. Okay, and he has a high ring IQ. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis, he has a high ring IQ. He's slick at times, not as slick as Devin Haney. He's more so flat-footed, but they're both very athletic. Gervonta Tank Davis is definitely more explosive with his power. With that said, we saw when Gervonta Tank Davis was in the ring with Leo Santa Cruz, Leo Santa Cruz's range, Leo Santa Cruz's reach, his jab, was giving Gervonta Tank Davis some issues. Gervonta Tank Davis himself is admitting of this. He stated that, you know, he was getting hit far too much for his liking, and there's some adjustments that he needs to make, you know, moving forward. Leo Santa Cruz, 37 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, stands at 5'7.5" with a 69-inch arm reach. So he has Devin Haney has a 2-inch arm reach advantage over Leo Santa Cruz and a 1-inch height advantage over Leo Santa Cruz. The biggest difference is Devin Haney has a huge gap in athletic ability over Leo Santa Cruz. He has a higher ring IQ than Leo Santa Cruz, okay? He's far more defensive and slicker than Leo Santa Cruz. So with that said, you know, I believe that Devin Haney's reach, his quickness, his athletic ability would give Gervonta Tank Davis a lot of trouble. But, you know, you have to stay on your P's and Q's for 12 straight rounds when you're dealing with Gervonta Tank Davis, because one mistake can cost you the fight, as we saw with Leo Santa Cruz. Gervonta Tank Davis is very smart, has a high ring IQ, and he started to set traps, dare I say, for Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz landed a right hand. Gervonta Tank Davis knew that Leo Santa Cruz would not be able to resist throwing it again after he landed it. So he baited him in. He threw it again. Gervonta Tank Davis slipped it somewhat. It grazed him. Leo Santa Cruz could not help himself but to throw it one more time. 3 times is a charm, but it was a charm for Gervonta Tank Davis, as Tank Davis slipped it, threw a left uppercut, and that was all she wrote. So you see, Gervonta Tank Davis, I believe, doesn't get enough credit for his high ring IQ, for his he's known for his power, you know, how ferocious he is, right? That's what jumps out at people, right? That's the first thing you notice. But Gervonta Tank Davis is very smart in the boxing ring, okay? He has a high ring IQ. He knows how to set up his opponents for him to land what he wants to land, okay? But that's what I think would be the issue with Devin Haney, because I don't believe Devin Haney would allow himself to be trapped and fall into those situations that Tank Davis wants to set for him, right? So I believe that his jab, he would keep it very basic, slow the fight down and fight at his pace, and that's not to Tank Davis's advantage. Tank Davis wants to speed up the pace. He wants to make it, you know, he wants them to exchange, make it a dogfight, so to speak, you know, where he can land the punches he wants to land, the punch that Devin Haney doesn't see coming, okay? But Devin Haney has, you know, his ring IQ is very high. So I believe that he will use his jab. He will use his combinations, his speed. I believe he's faster than, he's quicker than Gervonta Tank Davis. You know, obviously he's more rangy, right? So he could fight him from a distance that will force Tank Davis to have to somewhat sell out to get on the inside and to land what he wants to land, right? And that's what I'm saying. When you look at the Leo Santa Cruz fight, from a range, from a distance, from the mid-range, Leo Santa Cruz was getting the better of Gervonta Tank Davis, and it was actually frustrating Gervonta Tank Davis at times. You could see the frustration. He started to go to high guard and just want to walk Leo Santa Cruz down. He started to throw punches that was somewhat looping. Those uppercuts was wild looping uppercuts from out of range. He wasn't in range. He just wanted to land big punches on Leo Santa Cruz. He was loading up on those uppercuts at times that they wasn't there. And Leo Santa Cruz is not the hardest guy to hit in the sport of boxing. So he was missing those punches very, very wide and very, very looping, those uppercuts and some hooks, because he was throwing them all with bad intentions, looking to get Leo Santa Cruz out of there, opposed to, you know, just being more precise and playing more chess than checkers. Now, eventually, he did put up the high guard, and like I said, he set him up. He walked him into the corner. I don't believe Leo Santa Cruz understood where he was at in the ring, and he just let his hands go for no reason. Instead of tying up, instead of understanding that he was trapped in a corner with somebody that's a ferocious puncher as Gervonta Davis, tie him up. Don't exchange with him. Look to get out the corner, get back into the center of the ring. That's an area where Devin Haney will not allow Gervonta Davis to get him. He will not allow Gervonta Davis to trap him in the corner. He would either tie him up or he would slip out. He would get out of that range. That's an advantage for Gervonta Davis. He would force him to fight, take the fight back into the center of the ring, and I think that would frustrate Gervonta Davis. Okay, Leo Santa Cruz is not as quick as Tank Davis. He's not as athletic. Excuse me. He's not as athletic as Devin Haney or quick as Devin Haney. He doesn't have the foot mobility as Devin Haney. Devin Haney can utilize the ring and frustrate Gervonta Davis with his jab. But as far as him stopping him, I don't believe he'll stop him, because I believe that Gervonta Davis, the dog in him, he's very tough. He has a granite chin, and Devin Haney simply just doesn't have that type of power that he would just, land, punches and bunches and stop Gervonta Davis. I believe that he'll frustrate him and he could win a decision on the cards. He could get Gervonta Davis out of position. He could land big, clean punches. He could be very precise, and landing what he wants to land and make it, a clear, decisive victory for himself. But I don't believe that he could stop Gervonta Davis. I believe that Gervonta Davis, obviously, he has the power and the accuracy. If he lands clean, he could knock out Devin Haney. Okay, so, but as far as him getting stopped, I don't see that. But I do believe that Devin Haney will win the fight. So hopefully this fight comes to fruition sooner rather than later. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV or one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.